Hello everybody and welcome to Magic and Musings. My name is Candice and I will be your story weaver today. So it is officially Leo season. So today's musing will be about a Leo character. And I also wanted to wish all the Leos a very happy birthday. And no, this is not an excuse for me to get a red velvet cupcake, which is my favorite. Today is also the birthday of a very special person in my life. She's no longer with us, but it is her birthday today, and she is one of my favorite people. So happy birthday, Nene. Yeah, love you lots and miss you. So I just wanted to blow the candle out just to celebrate all you phenomenal Leos. I have Leo rising, my ascendant is Leo, so I can relate to a lot of what happens to the Leo collective. So blowing that out before I get a whole bunch of wax on my cupcake and then I won't be able to eat it. That'll be pretty tragic. So yeah, just perhaps maybe take my socks off and do a bit of grounding. Just move this. Maybe move my cupcake over there. Okay, so just taking a couple of deep breaths if you feel so called to do. I usually take any opportunity to invite people to take some grounding breaths just to regulate our nervous systems. We're on the go all the time, so it's constantly go, and I know many of us don't actually take opportunities to just simply breathe, to just simply exhale. So as much as I can, I like to infuse a little bit of somatic practice within this space. So deep breath in. And just with every exhale that you take, focus on the exhale, focus on the out breath, just releasing anything that is coming up. Or just releasing anything that you are witnessing in the body. Anywho, I'm just going to move this table. Okay, cool. Okay, so we'll start with just doing an overall idea of, we'll start with doing a collective pull for the general overview of any messages that want to come through today. So do be in mind that this is a story of a Leo character, whether it's sun, moon, rising, or if you resonate with the title, if you resonate with the message, there might be something in there for you as well. All right, so give us an overview of what needs to be seen by the Leo collective. Well, what is our story today? Who is our character? What's playing out for someone in this Leo collective? Okay, interesting. So interesting. Nothing really wanted to come out of that deck. We did have one card come up, but before I have a look at that, I just wanted to have a look at the bottom of the deck, and it's Horus, which speaks of a cosmic gateway, which is interesting because that came out in the collective reading that I did in July, and it immediately reminded me of the Lionsgate portal, which is actually this month. So it's the 8th of the 8th. And because this is the year 2024, it's a year 8, which means that the Lionsgate portal will be 888. So you might be seeing that number a lot, or even the infinity symbol, which is the 8 on its side, without having a look at what it says. there is definitely some potency to that. I don't know why, I've just been sensing it. There's been a lot of chat in the astrological scene about it. So it's definitely something that one should and can be aware of if you want to. I mean, it's not going to resonate for everybody. But the card says your thoughts are magnetic and powerful. Miraculous changes are occurring. So I feel like there's just a need to be, the word careful wants to come out. I wouldn't necessarily use the word careful, because sometimes it instills like, it can create this idea of fear in people. We also are, I'm pretty sure Mercury retrograde has commenced, if I do believe so, if not tomorrow. I just know when these, like roundabout when these things are happening. But you can generally get a sense if you're tuned in, that something's happening in the planetary realm or energetic realm. So I guess just being more aware, just a little bit more aware of what is happening around you, before we get into the other card. And then we have Archangel Michael, and the card says, trusting heaven. You are safe, angels stand close, surrender your concerns and allow a miracle to allow a miracle to occur. So without even, like, you don't have to believe in angels, or, I mean, you know, some people do, some people don't, and that's okay. The message that is coming through is, I guess, what I just said, like, don't get into any fear about what's coming. You might be even sensing some energetic changes or energetic shifts. You might even feel different, like you might be feeling not yourself. So this is just saying, just trust the process. Just trust whatever is playing out, because you won't be given something that you won't be able to handle. And because it's Mercury retrograde, there are things that might come up, like cycle back around. There might be some old or past people, conditioning, programming, belief systems, ideas that might be coming back around. Whatever that is, however that plays out for you, it's just an indication to just be more present with everything that comes up, and just trust that this is part of the process, I guess. I do want to read the cosmic gateway, because that has come up twice in the last couple of weeks. If I knew my alphabet, that would be great. Okay, so the message, the overall message from the card is, you are connected to the universe and have the ability to manifest miraculous experiences. Your thoughts, words, and actions are like magnets, drawing the energy that creates and cultivates your world. You have a stellar gateway chakra above your head, a vortex of energy that is influenced by your own energy. You can place ideas into this vortex to create what you are seeking. The universe also offers you guidance, abundance, support, and healing based on your capacity to connect to it and accept it. You have a real opportunity to further that connection now by sending prayers and intentions out into the cosmos. I personally need to stop reading these guidebooks, because I feel it may give us too many more, it might give us more concepts than we really need to be dealing with. And overall, I just get the sense that there is an opportunity for things to shift, especially with that Lionsgate portal coming up. So just being aware of, I know Leo energy can be quite outspoken. It's fire energy, so there's that sometimes that need to get a little bit fiery, let's just put it that way. So just being aware of, you know, what you're speaking out loud, what you're thinking. So managing your thoughts, watching your thoughts, witnessing what you're saying and what you're thinking, because this portal is next level. And not only that, there's also a blue moon in Aquarius. So full moon in Aquarius. I think we just had the new moon yesterday. Wasn't paying too much attention to it, if I was going to be honest. But the blue moon in Aquarius is a very rare moon, so there's a lot of shit happening this month. So it's just like, just be aware of what you're thinking, and what you're speaking, because you have the ability to manifest things, whether you like it or not. So be careful what you wish for. That was a thought wave that just came in. Be careful what you wish for. So let's get some clarity with the tarot. Just get a specific idea or some specific messages for anyone around this time, anyone who is being pulled to watch this video. If you have Leo, Moon, Sun, Rising. Just seen the Lovers card, so that's Gemini energy. You might, this might be a love situation. I knew that card was going to come out somehow. Just saw the Sun card, which is Leo. Speaks of happiness, contentment, and of course the Lovers is usually in regards to relations. I don't know why I'm shuffling these cards so much these days. Okay. What do the Leo collective need to know around this time? What guidance do we have? What characters are we working with today? Or for the month of August? Oh, I don't... Okay, so we've got the Page of Pentacles and the Three of Cups in reverse. So this particular character in our story may have had just a general overitness. This is the only way that I can think of to put it. Just there may have been some overindulgence in some areas, perhaps even, you know, just unhealthy habits, unhealthy thoughts, unhealthy ways of being. Emotions could be might not be in the best, might not be, how does this want to be said? May not have been in the best space mentally or financially. Sorry, I should say emotionally or financially. However, I do feel like there is a shift, because even though the cards are reversed, we've got Page of Pentacles, which is number 2, and then Three of Cups is number 3. 2 plus 3 is the number 5, which is change. So there may have been some bad news, or there may have been just like lack of motivation, lack of just no ambition towards something. A little bit of immaturity, or there could be some children involved, like it might be around family. friendships, something to do with groups here. So it might have been, like you might have been in, I was speaking of a character here, so this might not resonate with every single Leo, but there could have been like social situations that were just creating some unhealthy situations for you, or unhealthy mindsets, or it could have been eating into your finances or something to that effect. Or this could be to do with family. But as I said, there's that change. We've got in current energy, we've got the Strength card. It is in reverse, but that is the Leo card. So I will get into that in a moment. Let's just get some clarity on the Page of Pentacles and the Three of Cups. I'll redraw that because I pulled it up the wrong way. But that was the Hierophant, so I'll just... Okay, and then I get the Empress in reverse. Yeah, so again, with the Empress in reverse, we're getting... some financial issues possibly. There's definitely some things around family. This is coming through strong around family. And with that Hierophant that came up before, I don't know if it was in reverse or not. I need to... there may be some, perhaps, going against the grain, like going against any conformity, or there's something to do with that, like perhaps the financial issues that are coming up, or the family issues, is about wanting to do something different, like just being tired of the way things are normally been, or something to that effect. And again, so number 3, I forget what the Hierophant is. Yeah, it's gone now. Yeah, so a little bit of disruption, coming from disruption, disharmony, block creativity even, just a lack of, even some dependencies on groups, people, that sort of energy in the past. Could be recent past. Then we're moving to present, and we've got the Leo card, but Strength is in reverse. So that speaks of not having courage, or having a lack of courage, abuse of power, self-doubt. Let's get some clarity on that. Let's get some clarity on Strength in reverse. And the Strength card, I'll show you in a moment, has that infinity symbol I was talking about in the beginning. We'll try one more time. Any clarity for the Strength in reverse? So we've got the Death card, and basically that's just alluding to what I just said about change. There's endings happening here. I'm not sure what that is. Nothing else wants to come out of the deck about that, but there's definitely the sense of things shifting, letting go, death of ideas, death of ego. Even you might be going through the dark night of the moon, dark night of the soul, whatever it is that they say, dark night of the soul. You may have had a shift, like a massive shift in beliefs, or it's kind of coming into the space of things need to change. Structures are changing, belief systems are changing. Either they are or they need to be. I'm just seeing children in that card as well. And what looks like the Hierophant. So yeah, there's definitely some lessons that either you're going through right now, like you've either gone through them or you're learning them right now. Like there's some sort of change up, wake up, some sort of transition. And it's going from a number 8 to a number 4. So there is that number 8 again. So as I said before, I wanted to show you there's that infinity symbol. Or if you turn it around, it's the number 8. So there's, I do feel like this seems to be the message for a lot of people, actually. Like there's just this need to drop a lot of ideas. And many of us are going through some sort of ego death. So people look at death and they think it's like they don't want to, that's interesting. That is very interesting. What was I saying? What was being said? I don't know. Let it go. Death card. And then we've got the Chariot in reverse. So slow movement. So, you know, I feel like you're going through this, whoever this character is going through a massive shift, like crazy massive. And I'm so not surprised by this. It is Leo season. The Lionsgate portal's in Leo season. I'm doing I'm talking about Leos. So yeah, I'm not surprised that there may be a lot of reflection happening. Self-doubt still like hanging around, but a scattered energy. Let's get some clarity on the Chariot in reverse. Okay, so we've got some flippers. Okay, so we've got the Ace of Cups in reverse and the Emperor card. And to clarify the Chariot, so we've got more of that 4 energy. Ooh, Leos. There's something about a parental figure, father figure, someone in leadership. So this might be work related, where there's a lot of this self-doubt, repressed feelings. You know, there's a little bit of instability. And it's interesting because out of nowhere this afternoon, as I was driving home, I just got this really sharp pain in my neck that had just come through. And these are the types of signs I pay attention to because I do, somatics is something that I practice. So I'm like, just the awareness that there's that neck ache. And sometimes I know some people, when they have migraines, they have neck ache, but there's just like this heaviness of, I just feel like I want to take a lot of deep breaths. So if this is you, I'm sending you so much love right now. Yeah, there may be some structures that are in place that are not working for you. As in, it's not where you want to be. You see yourself somewhere else. And it's creating a lot of it's just creating this like heaviness in the head. Even your neck, you might be sleeping or might not be sleeping properly, because this is just, it's creating there's a lot of water energy here. Yeah. Yeah. There's just this there seems to be like the words fight with authority or like authoritative structures that seems to be coming through quite strongly. If this is you, please let me know in the comments. I would love to hear what is happening for you, what is going on. And again, just sending you lots of love if this is your story, if this is the character, if this character is, if you're relating to this character. But boy, oh boy, oh boy, it is hectic. Let's get some clarity. So we've got some guidance about the situation, but it's the Knight of Swords in reverse. So let's get some clarity on this card here. Knight of Swords in reverse. What is the Knight of Swords doing here in reverse in the guidance? What guidance do we have in regards to this situation here? What are things looking like in August? It's just a sense of like, oh, okay, yeah. Like things might be challenging for a while. And what is required is just to go into solitude. We've got Six of Swords in reverse and the Hermit. Yeah, there's a sense of a lot of back and forth here. We've got 369. 369. That might have some relevance, 369. But yeah, with the Six of Swords in reverse, it's like this energy of nothing's moving, nothing is shifting. What the fuck? However, what is required is this during this time, and this is why this card has come out. It's like, just because like things are not happening to you, things are happening for you is what is coming up. It's like there might be this month some things that are just like, the words don't even want to come out. It's just so intense. Like, things might be really, really tough. You may legit be going through a dark night of the soul, like massive ego death, which for a Leo, let's be honest, is challenging in and of itself, because the Leo is that outwardly zodiac, right? They're the sun. They're the sun card. They're always happy and chirpy and like bold and loud and things. And so this, as I said at the start, you may not be yourself. You may not be feeling yourself. But there's definitely a message of just being in surrender mode, like trusting that this will not last. It's not going to last. But what is required, what the guidance is to be in that state of being with everything that comes up, being in that state of presence, being in that state of self-reflection and solitude. And for some, meditation might work for you, or even just finding ways to help manage any emotions that come up, any of that fiery essence that wants to come up sometimes. You cannot go wrong with the Hermit card. You know, it's like you've got that sun right there. It's contained. It's like you're contained for now. Even though it's Leo season and it's like full permission to, for whoever this character is, maybe just a slight tone down, or just a pause is what I'm sensing. Pauses are good. I was literally just speaking to a friend today about the potency of solitude. Oh, we take that for granted. We really do. But it is, there's nothing like presence. There's nothing like processing things in real time. Yes, it might not be easy, but boy, is it worth it. Let's get some guidance for our Leo friends. Okay. So I've just seen the no, but it's in reverse, so it's interesting. But the card actually says, wait, postpone, pause, say no. And the other one is trust the niggle. What is the niggling feeling trying to tell you? So, I've just got that headache feeling again. So there's a deep need to pause. Okay, what does this character or anyone who resonates with this message need to see? What is the guidance? Nothing wanted to come out of there, but the card at the bottom of the deck is trust your path. If you knew you were supported, what would you do? And you know you're supported by whatever it is that holds your faith. Just trusting that it is happening for you and not to you. And if that all fails, have a cupcake. Oh, my friends, I'm feeling it. I'm like feeling it hard. Just that. Ooh. Someone else got that as well. I think it might have been Scorpio. Okay. We'll do this character. What does this character need to see? sense that like what's needed to be shared has already been shared. Just said that in the beginning, didn't I? With the 5, change is happening, my friends. Forgiveness is required, and I did say there was something to do with 9s and 6s. 369 is what I got. Forgiveness, whether that is forgiveness of yourself about this whole situation, forgiveness of others who have perhaps contributed, perhaps it's that father figure or that authoritative figure in your life. And then we've got the number 10, which speaks of completion, karmic completion, which could be, you know, any contracts. It could just mean the ending of something. You've literally got change and completion there. So it will change, but like there needs to be taking time out. There needs to be self-reflection and contemplation about the situation and forgiveness. However that plays out in your life, not too sure. This is a general reading. But yeah, that the karmic completion could be perhaps the end of that work situation, or end of relationships, or just a completion of energies, ideas, patterns even. So I'm just going to pull from one more deck if I get all the bloody decks out. What else do our friends need to know? How can we further support ourselves? I'm Leo rising, so I include myself in this. You know, just in case something comes up and it's like, okay. Okay. It's just like a need to take a break, just rest your brain or something. Things may have been a bit challenging for the last 2 to 3 months, 2 to 3 years, maybe 23 years even, because it's 2 and 3. I'm not getting anything out of that. We'll do one more, and then I think the energies have spoken. Or could have happened in February, March. Or May. But there's definitely a sense of change here. Embrace the change. And the other one is transcend the limits. Embrace the change. So there may be things around change that Leo is a fixed sign. So sometimes, and I speak to this as a Leo and Aquarius, both fixed signs, sometimes we can be really stuck in our ideas, stuck in like what wants to be said as like these patterns of thinking, and nothing will shift us from those ideas. Like, that's it. It's fixed. So this card is speaking of, you know, just lean into what this is. Like, lean into embracing it, is even if it's difficult, even if it's challenging. Your cards are literally saying here, miraculous changes are occurring. So there is change but there might be upheaval before that even happens. You might already be feeling the shift. Then that's what I said before at the start. Like, you may be sensing that shift, but you're not quite sure what that's about. That came through in the Capricorn reading as well. I do want to quickly read Transcend the Limits before I go. But I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory, right? There is an immense potential which lies beyond the limits we place on our simple experiences of life, most of which we could never possibly imagine. Fixed energy. Can you come to understand what it took to create you exactly as you are, that you chose this journey at this very point in time, and how truly important you are? Imagine that the forces of the universe which made that happen are forever guiding you to transcend an ordinary experience. Can you open your mind to the possibilities and where they could take you? And the affirmation is, I discover and transcend the limits of the possible by looking beyond them into the impossible. This is speaking so much to presence and just trusting whatever is meant for you will come to pass. So yeah, if this is your story, please let me know in the comments. I am so, I just feel like giving you a big hug if this is you. But trust, like, this literally came out. Trust in the process. Trust what is happening is for you. And it definitely might not feel like that. Like, I can so relate to this, my friends. So I think most of us can relate to being in a situation or being in a mind space where it's just like, fuck, is this ever gonna end? When is this gonna fucking end? So yeah, I would love to know if this is you, what is going on. You know, you might even get that change around Lionsgate portal. It might even start shifting around that time. But just being aware of what is going on, be aware. I've just seen something. So just being aware of what is being spoken, what you're saying. I guess, like, because of all this, being aware of how your reactivity to things, which is why that Hermit card is like so essential. It's like really just taking a step back. And this seems to be a thread among the other signs as well. It's just taking a step back and just focusing on you, which, you know, I think Leos are pretty good at doing that, but not as at the same time, not isolating everybody else from the process, you know, sometimes. And as I said, also, I did see something about the throat. So you could also, no, that's not going to be said. Just trust yourself. Trust this process. And just take care of yourself during this month. And have a happy birthday. You know, have a fucking fantastic birthday. I'm going to go and enjoy that cupcake now, because my mouth is slightly salivating. So thank you so much for watching this musing. And if it resonated with you, feel free to like, share, subscribe, do all the things and all that jazz. And I'll catch you in the next reading. Mwah.